Alrighty then, so looks like we got a load of new games to talk about. Today, we're going to be taking a look at this recent event that happened. Summer Game Fest or some shit. I didn't even know this happened. I just saw a load of new games recently, a load of new trailers and gameplay floating about, so I thought, oh wait a minute, must have been some gaming event or some shit, so I looked it up and apparently there was a gaming event called Summer Game Fest or whatever the hell it was. Now I don't know if all these games were at this event or if they were even announced recently, like some of them might have just been some new gameplay or a new trailer, but I will be talking about them nonetheless. I'm not going to be talking about every game that was featured because some games I'm just not interested in, some games I just have no thoughts on, and some games I just straight up don't give a shit about. Like you've got a new Diablo game, Diablo 4. I've never played a Diablo game in my life, probably never will. Fable, never played a Fable game in my life, probably never will. Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake, I've never even played a Metal Gear Solid game, so I can't even say anything about it. I don't know fucking anything about the franchise. Sea of Thieves Season 13, who gives a flying fuck about Sea of Thieves? Fallout 76, Skyline Valley, I'm assuming that's some update or some DLC. Once again, who gives a flying fuck? World of Warcraft, The War Within. Again, who gives a fuck? Does anybody even play this game still? I never played this game in my life. I couldn't give two shits about this game. Starfield Shattered Space. I'm guessing another update or DLC. Fuck Starfield. A lot of fucking garbage right there. And then you've also got Skyrim Online or some bollocks. The 10th anniversary. I'm assuming this is some half-assed remaster that's been released for the 50th time, just like Skyrim. Fuck this effortless fucking cash grab. Fuck Bethesda. Waste of time. It's just gonna be the same game, but with 2% better graphics, no changes, no improvements. Just a release for the fucking 100th time, just like Skyrim. They just wanna milk your fucking wallets dry. That's Bethesda for you. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Like, who the hell plays this shit? Who the hell plays these fucking simulators? Never played a single one in my life, and I never will. Just seems like some gimmicky trash that you'd play for like 5 minutes and then get bored of. Like, how much are these games? Are these games full price? $70? Because it seems to me like they're probably super cheap. But I don't know, maybe they are full priced. I don't know anything about them. So yeah, I'm not going to be talking about any of those games because I just don't give a fuck. It's just a load of shit that I have nothing to say about, nothing fucking interested about these games, just not even worth talking about. Thought I'd mention them real quick there, but these are the games that I want to talk about today. I'm actually kind of surprised because doing the research for this video, watching these trailers and looking at what games and trailers got announced and all that shit, I thought it was just going to be a load of fucking garbage, a load of CGI, a load of walking simulators, and don't get me wrong, it wasn't great, but it was a mixed bag, you know, there was some shit that looked alright, and some shit that was just like, yeah, I don't give a shit about this game, I'm certainly not going to buy it. So we'll go in no particular order, starting off with a brand new Doom game, Doom the Dark Ages. Now, this game is obviously going to be just like Doom 2016 and Eternal, and I mean, I still haven't even played Eternal. I bought that game like fucking 2 years ago, and I've still not even got past the first mission. New school Doom, the modern era of Doom, just isn't for me. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's bad, because they're not bad. In a time where gaming is filled with garbage walking simulators and unnecessary remakes and just straight up modern fucking trash, this game is actually a welcome series to have amongst all the shit that there is out there. But this series just isn't for me anymore. And it's funny because I'm actually a huge fan of fast-paced first-person shooters, but I just simply don't like these games anymore. There's certain things about them that I just don't like. and if I'm gonna play a fast-paced first-person shooter, I'd rather play an old-school boomer shooter or a indie boomer shooter. Unless they make some major changes to these new school Doom games, I just don't have much of an interest. I do kind of like this theme they're going with though, this new setting, this sort of demonic medieval theme. I think that's actually pretty cool for a Doom game. Other than that though, don't really have anything to say about this game. The music was kind of cool, I guess, in the trailer. We saw a trailer for a new Indiana Jones game, Indiana and the Great Circle or some bollocks, and this game looks fucking ass. Another unnecessary movie game, just like that RoboCop game that came out recently. I mean, why are we getting an Indiana Jones game in 2024? Like, who's been asking for that? Are they even making Indiana Jones movies anymore? And the trailer was just lame as fuck. Barely any gameplay, just this cinematic fucking slop that I don't give a fuck about. When you have a trailer that shows barely any gameplay and just all the cinematic shit, then you know that's not the priority. They want to show off the fancy graphics, the story, the lore. But what about the gameplay? The gameplay gets neglected and left aside. It's not the main priority like it should be. This is a video game, this isn't a movie. And the gameplay that they did show was just fucking lame. Like, I don't understand why this is a first-person game. Why didn't they make it third-person? Wouldn't it have made sense to make this third-person? Like, it just seems like if you're gonna make an Indiana Jones game, to make it third-person, but they're going with first-person, and the gameplay just looks super fucking meh. Nothing interesting at all. Next up, we've got Phantom Blade Zero, which is a Souls game that looks to be taking a lot of inspiration from Sekiro with the fast-paced action, the parrying, and the counter system, which is a great thing because those systems in Sekiro are great. Sekiro is a great game. I love Sekiro. The combat looks fast-paced, the bosses look fun. If done well, this game could be a really fun Souls-like game if they don't make the same mistakes that a lot of non-From Software Souls games make, like Mortal Shell, The Surge, Lords of the Fallen. Those are some garbage Souls-like games. Like, I've yet to play a non-From Software Souls game that's actually good. So I'm definitely skeptical. The game needs to have a lot of variety, a lot of different enemies, a lot of different environments, fun exploration, ton of items to find, a ton of bosses, good music, and all the shit that makes a Souls game good. There was also another Souls-like game, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Barely any gameplay, it was mostly CGI, like literally 95% CGI. Probably about 5 seconds of gameplay in total, just little snippets, and what we saw did look cool, I guess. There's just too many Souls games nowadays, and a lot of them don't look that great. They look mediocre, they look generic, and they don't usually have anything that stands out from the rest that actually makes you want to play them. It's just another Souls game. So just like Phantom Blade Zero, but we'll have to see. It might be another shit Souls game, or it might actually be good. The Perfect Dark reboot or remake, whatever the fuck it is, this game looks fucking ass. Looks nothing like Perfect Dark whatsoever. It looks more like Mirror's Edge with the parkour, the combat looks generic, and the protagonist, oh my god. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm assuming this is supposed to be the chick from the original game, and what the fuck have they done to her? This looks nothing like her. They've pulled a fucking Resident Evil on this bitch. Who the fuck is this? This ain't the fucking bitch with the red hair from the original. This is someone completely different. They've pulled a total Resident Evil on us and completely fucking ruined this character. So yeah, fuck this game. Like I said, it looks nothing like Perfect Dark. Protagonist fucking butchered, and it's probably gonna be another series that gets ruined. State of Decay 3, zero fucking gameplay, just nothing but CGI. Like, what is this supposed to tell me about the game? It doesn't tell me fuck all. Like, can we fucking stop with these CGI trailers? Like, are we still doing these? It is such an outdated way of marketing games. It works, but it shouldn't work because it doesn't tell us shit about the game. See, I can't really say anything about the gameplay because it's non-existent, 100% CGI. I am experienced with the State of Decay series. I have played the first game, and it's a pretty good game. I did enjoy it. Second game I've not played, but I did hear bad things when it first came out. I can't remember what the criticisms were, but I'm assuming that they were justified. Like, people aren't going to complain for no reason. And it's probably one of the reasons why it's taken them so long to make a third game. South of Midnight, which didn't really show off that much, it did show some gameplay, and by the looks of it, it does seem to be Souls-like combat, or at least a variation on the combat. They did have an encounter with an enemy that lasted like 5 seconds. I don't know if that was supposed to be a boss, but if it was a boss, that was the most pathetic boss I've ever seen, because it died in like 10 seconds. But yeah, it looks to be Souls-like combat. It looked pretty meh, you know, it didn't look bad, I guess, but we need to see more. They didn't show off enough to really get an idea of what the game's gonna be like. There was some cool abilities, I guess. You had this this grappling hook ability and this glide ability, but other than that, there just wasn't enough to go on. The art style is pretty nice. It's got this sort of cartoony, animated style rather than a realistic look, which I'm all for, because way too many games are going for that super realistic look. It's just outplayed and overdone. So to have something more vibrant and colourful is a good thing. So yeah, mixed feelings on this game. I saw a lot of people complaining about the protagonist because it was a black female protagonist, and oh boy, there's been a lot of black female characters I've noticed in these trailers, and that's not something I really want to get into because I don't like to talk about that type of shit. I just like to talk about the games. Plus, I don't want to sound like fucking synthetic man over here. The game is woke with the zoomers and the boomers and the doomers and all these fucking words that guy uses. I don't know half the words that guy uses. After that atrocious Ori 4 remake video he made, I have a hard time taking that guy seriously. I haven't watched him in months. But anyway, next game, Fragpunk. This looks like some Fortnite, Overwatch fucking shit. I'm assuming it's going to be a multiplayer game with the different classes, you know, the microtransactions, appealing to young kids, a fuckload of pointless money-grubbing skins that are overpriced and appealed towards children. Like, who gives a shit? I don't. Take away the R in Fragpunk, and that's what I think about that game. Atomfall, and once again, there was barely any gameplay, just all this cinematic fucking pointless shit, and the gameplay they did show was generic as fuck. And lastly, Gears of War E-Day, which is a prequel with Marcus and Dom. I believe it's like 14 years before the events of Gears of War 1, which actually sounds like a cool idea. I think that's actually a good direction to go in, because what the hell was Gears of War 5 even about? I don't know fucking anything about that game. I haven't given a shit about Gears of War since Gears of War 3. Gears of War 4 was the last game I played, and that game's fucking trash. There's more robots in that game than there is actual Locust. Robots of War 4 ain't fucking Gears of War. This game could be good if they go back to that gritty style of Gears of War, just like the first two games. Don't add any woke shit, don't add any lame-ass characters that don't fit in with the plot, because it is a prequel. So if you start adding all these, let's say, characters into the prequel, then it's gonna absolutely ruin it, absolutely ruin the immersion, and won't even feel like a prequel. So that's all I have for today. I'm sorry if I missed any games that you want me to talk about, but I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the event, if there's any games that you like the look of or that you thought were complete shit. And I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. In a bit, motherfuckers. Sayonara.